Hello y'all on YouTube, this is Rob with Rob's Nerdy Knives. Today we're doing a review impressions of a knife from Uncovsky Knives. It's a custom knife maker out of the Czech Republic. As you know, I have another Czech Republic knife, the Tasca by R&H Knives. Love that one, the Tasca 2 Gen 2. Let's talk about this guy. All right, this is a loan knife from Sever 7. I had about 8 or 9 knives that he allowed me to check out. I'm doing a review on 6 of them. This is my last review of the 6 knives that I'm going to review. This is the Uncovsky knife. This is a custom-made knife out of the Czech Republic. He doesn't really have a name for the knives. They're kind of the series depending on what he does with the finishes. Don't know what he calls this one. This was the original buyer who had this knife. It's a light detent on this one. It's a custom. It's an early model. Various versions of this knife that he has for sale have been called like the wheel. He has one that's called the geisha and some different ones, and it's what is on here. So this is kind of plain a little bit. You can see it's been a user carry. It's got some scuffs on there, but a very cool knife. It has the hole here, which a lot of you are going to be saying, hey, that's a Spyderco thing. Is that allowed? Well, in a custom, it is. Oops, sorry. In a custom, it is. RWL 34 blade steel, so that's going to be hand milled, hand ground. Titanium outside scales out here, but titanium liners on the inside. Yeah, titanium pivot, titanium screws. So there you go. These looks like T15s. I'm not going to take this apart. I do not take customs away. No steel bar insert over travel stop. This is going to be a titanium on the tang of the blade, so it's carbonized, or at least it's got the right angle so it won't stick, which I don't feel any stick on there. You can see all this is hand milled. You can see all the little lines going on here in the milling. So no CNC custom whatever stuff here. The screws for the lock is back there, nice and solid in there. You got a lanyard hole on one side, so definitely titanium. You can definitely see a lot of the hand stuff done on here. So interesting knife out of the Czech Republic, hand done. I think I saw knives around this one running around $750, maybe more. I don't know. At least that's my guess at this point. This is a pretty basic version. His stuff, he's known. He's got different materials, Damasteel, different Damascus, Zircotite, different things that he does. This one's pretty basic, you know. So I'm going to guess around $700, $750 or something like that. Probably more, probably less. Probably going to have shipping, international tariffs, all sorts of stuff. So don't just think that's what it is, but definitely worth checking out. It's an interesting blade shape. I will tell you, nice drop point. Kind of reminds me of some other knife shapes I've seen before. The handle is unique. Definitely gives you a nice presentation. You almost have a little harpoon here, but this is really more to me a drop point with the round spidey hole. It's not really a spidey hole, but it's a round hole, right? So custom knife makers can do that as opposed to production knives, because there's a whole trademark on a brand, I guess, for Spyderco that I don't know exactly how that works, but it is what it is. But he's a custom knife maker, so he's not doing production runs of this. All right, scale materials: titanium liners, lock bar, titanium clip. You've got RWL 34 blade steel. Looks like caged bearings on the inside. At least that's what I'm seeing. Let's double check that. Well, I am not sure about that now. It's too bright. It's too bright. I can't see. Hold on. We got a lighter flashlight. Yeah, I don't know. It might be phosphor bronze. I think we had this question last time, so I think it's phosphor bronze. It's got great action. I've seen knives with this kind of action with even on phosphor bronze, right? Yeah, and they're pretty solid, so could be phosphor bronze for sure. It is a kind of a small stop pin, really, really small for the size of this knife. So yeah, I don't know how super hard flicking you can do with this knife, but I mean it'll still work, but it's not huge. So keep that in mind. Action's pretty good, like I said, for phosphor bronze. Pretty dead nut centered. Maybe it's bushings. I don't know. I have no idea, but pretty interesting. Very industrial, kind of some sharp edges. I assume maybe over time he's kind of softened that up, because it is hand CNC, but run it on a little, I guess belt or something just to soften that up. That would be really nice, in my opinion, because I don't care for that, especially on a custom. If I'm going to be paying a lot, those are touches I expect to see. It looks like a full flat grind. The fuller does work. Can you have middle finger reverse bonus flick? You do, so that's nice. Can't really front flick. It would be cool if he had that going up just a little bit, and then then you could, I mean, all you had to do is go this straight here and had a little jimping. This could easily have been a front flipper too, but you know, it is his design. Now it does engage, the pin does stop right there, and then that's the tang of the blade. Not easy to get to. I almost thought you could get access to it, but that's good, it's not. All right, very, very cool. Opening thumb hole, bonus flick, closing, really good. You have a liner lock. This is truly a liner lock, part of the liner. Blade, full flat grind. We talked about that. Let's do the measurements on this guy. So I'm going to guess 4 ounces, maybe 3.9. I don't know. I'm probably wrong. 3.6 ounces. Not super heavy, but not super light, right? So there you go. Now let's do the measurements. Maybe right at 8 inches or just under. I don't know. Let's see. Ooh, just under 7 7/8. All right, so overall handle length, if you go all the way up here, it's about 4 1/4. If you're back here, you're about right at 4. Overall blade length, you're at 3 1/2. Cutting length, 3 1/2. Okay, so there you go. All right, let's do the blade stock thickness. I'm going to guess 130, 140 thousandths of an inch, maybe. Let's see. 127 thousandths of an inch. So it's not super thin. It's not super thick, but it does work, right? So there you go. Like I said, the price when I looked at some of these, the fancier ones can be $1,200, $1,500, $1,800. The plain Jane ones seem to be around $750. So I'm going to guess this is around the $700 to $800 to $900 range. I don't know. So I would say around $700 to $800. That's what I'm going to guess for this. There are customs. These are not production run kind of knives, so keep that in mind. All right, that definitely puts it into the custom range, right? Over $600 for sure. All right, purpose is an EDC hard use collection piece. Absolutely could be a collection piece. If you're a big fan of Uncovsky knives, I think you would love this. I think it has a unique aesthetic. It's not bad. It's pretty. Some of the other ones are very unique. Got some really cool details on this one. This is a pretty plain Jane one, but it's a nice experience because you don't feel like you have to be like, you know, put white gloves on. So I appreciate that. And I like the action, and I do like that it feels pretty solid as a knife, which is really cool. Definitely could be EDCU, could definitely be hard use. I think the lock bar and all that stuff is pretty solid in there, so that's nice. The handles, opening, the overall design. What's the overall Ergo's action feel? Feels really smooth, and I think if it's phosphor bronze, it's pretty amazing, right? To open it with the thumb hole is fantastic. Middle finger reverse flick is kind of just an extra bonus. It is a little light detent. I think Sever 7 noted that this one was light detent, which is fine. Textures, there's really no texture on this one at all in the back anywhere. So, I mean, if you consider the milling lines texture, I guess, but not really. Jimping, there's really no jimping either. There's a lanyard, kind of a hole right there. You could put it in there. It's really close to the blade, so make sure it's tight and off to the side. So there you go. Ergo's is pretty good. Even it's really chamfered. Even with the sharp edges, it's not terrible. It's not my favorite. It's just not terrible. It does work. I would love for it to be a little softer. I would love for it. This feels very early bottle-ish, like first time, like he would have so much refining to have done. Be very curious to see what later on designs look like. Just the feel I get looking at the pictures too on his website definitely makes me think that you will definitely see some wonderful finishes in his later designs, because at least that's what I'm seeing in the pictures. All right. Action is nice on phosphor bronze. Caged bearings, I mean, it's phenomenal. If it's phosphor bronze, it's ridiculously fantastic. It's caged bearings, it's fantastic, right? Design function, it's a unique kind of design. I don't hate it. I wouldn't say it's one of those I go hunting for, but I don't hate it. It works, it's comfortable, it's ergonomic. I wish the clip was a little placed a little differently. It's kind of got a little hot spot there for me. Function-wise, it does work. I like that. All right, so fidget factor, I'm gonna give it a 3. It's maybe 3.5. I'll give it a 3.5 because the bonus flick works really well. So 3.5 rounded up to 4, but it's a 3.5, right? Fidgety goodness, I'll give this an A. Believe it or not, I'll give it an A. Cutaway, easy to get to, easy to action. I can drop it back. Even for this being so this full custom and everything, I would have to give it an A. It's a 95. It's a solid knife. Could it be better? Oh yeah, absolutely. Could it have a little crisper? Sure, absolutely. But I think it's nice. For 3.5, I think it's great. Is it recommended? Yes, 100%. I would recommend this. From my experience on this knife alone, I would recommend it. Is it a favorite? I don't know about that. It's not a design I don't look at aesthetics and go, "Ooh, I really want that," you know, like I have with other knives. But it's definitely recommended. It's not necessarily a favorite. I think it's cool. So I'd definitely say go check it out. Any of you guys have an Uncovsky knife? Any of you enjoyed those knives? I mean, I'd love to see if his design elements, some of his finishes has changed over time, because this sounds like it's a really early design. So love to hear that from you guys if you can share that. All right, if you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, oh, hold on, we forgot two things. Hold on, let's back that ship up. Let's take a nice close-up there of the blade. You can see that full flat grind, that nice satin finish. Here's the scale. You can see, I mean, it's not super sharp, but it's not nicely chamfered. You can see there's the liner in there. And then over here we have the clip. Definitely a well-used knife. Somebody used this. Here's the liner lock going on the inside. No steel bar insert over trowel stop, but locked up. Good, 60, 70%. I would say liners on the back here. You can see that hand mill going on there for sure. Here's the lanyard, but it's pretty close to this little screw. It's like a standoff. It looks more like a bushing, but it's maybe a standoff. I don't know. Pivot. These look like T15s maybe. I'm gonna guess they look like T15s or something. Not a captive pivot. You got the, again, there's that nice satin finish, spider hole or round hole that custom knife makers can use. No jimping up there, but you kind of got that little placement for the thumb. Nice thick robust blade going out to the tip. Definitely a good pokey blade for dog food, cat food, fertilizer, mulch, you know, all sorts of different things like that. So I think that's pretty positive. Action, not bad as you drop it, see? So pretty good. Let's zoom out here real quick and let's get our nice little thumbnail for the video. So there you go, the Uncovsky knife. Don't really know what we're gonna call this one. We'll just call it an Uncovsky knife. I might have a name for the unboxing if I found it somewhere, but it'll either be up here or it'll be in the description or the title of the video. So appreciate you guys checking out. Love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know if you have one, what your experiences are with them, what you think of them. Do you have some fancy ones? Do you have some basic ones? Love to hear that. If you found this content fun, interesting, worthwhile, or informative, would you please consider hitting the like button down below? If you've already hit that like button, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button. Subscribing and liking the videos really helps me out, allows me to produce more content, do more things, ultimately do more things for you guys. So thank you to everybody out there who watches the videos, enjoys the content as part of the live stream. Appreciate you guys so very much. Thank you. If you haven't already, maybe consider hitting that notification button down below so you can be notified of future content like this and other videos. And a big shout out to my channel members. I appreciate you. You do two amazing things for me. You encourage me. I do this part-time, so thank you. Secondly, because of your support, your generous support, you allow me to do things I didn't think I'd be able to do so early in the channel. So thank you, thank you, thank you. You allow me to do budget banger giveaways each week. You allow me to check out knives, cover the cost of shipping, subscriptions that I have for different software to edit, post-edit videos, things like that. I appreciate you guys. You huge help for me, because usually I cover the cost of all the giveaways and stuff. And lately you guys have been so generous. I appreciate that. It really allows me to, it allows me not to spend every penny on this channel. I do, every penny I make on this channel goes back into it. There's no question. I don't make money on this channel personally. It goes right back into it. Knives, giveaways, whatever. So I appreciate you guys for that. So thank you. All right. That's what I do here because of your generosity, but I want to do two exclusive things for you channel members because of your generosity. I want to make sure all new channel members, if you're a brand new channel member, email me your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. Kind of applies to anybody who's actively currently a channel member who's never asked or received a channel sticker. If that's you, 99% of the time it's new channel members, but it could be someone who's a member all along, or someone who was a member and then became a member again. Email me your name and address. I'd love to mail you a channel sticker and a thank you note. That's the first thing. Second of all, I do a once-a-month members exclusive giveaway, and that is eligible for the members. And so each month, each week, there'll be a budget banger giveaway, but that 1 week in a month, there will be a budget banger giveaway and a members giveaway. So members could theoretically win 2 knives that evening. That members exclusive giveaway is going to be a knife that's more than a budget banger. Usually I try to do $100 more, something cool, nice. Maybe you'd want to win as a gift, or win as a prize, or give as a gift. So that's what I do once a month there. Thank you. Thank you to members. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to everyone out there who's enjoying and watching the videos. Appreciate you. If you haven't already, check me out on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Again, that's on Instagram at robs_nerdy_knives. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day and a great week. Bye.